am I supposed to do with you guys? Seriously. Okay, there's a bunch of stuff I want to unpack, and I'll probably be all over the place, so I apologize. Bear with me. So, I just finished watching episode 1 of the Penguin TV show, and oh, I loved it. Oh boy, did I love this episode. Here's the thing, though. I did not love it for the same reasons all of you did, because guaranteed you all love this show. I don't have to check IMDb. I don't have to check any IMDb score. I don't have to check the Rotten Tomatoes score. I don't have to go on YouTube to check out reviews of this episode. Guaranteed y'all loved it. Here's the thing, though. The reason I loved this episode and the reason I love this show is because it's just yet another example of how you fake fanboys are fake fanboys and how you fake fanboys are hypocritical bullshit artists. And I have to make a video explaining it to you because you're too brain dead stupid to actually realize it on your own. Because ain't nobody else gonna do it, so I have to do it. Because I'm here for you. I do this for you. It's just the kind of guy I am. Now, for those of you who love this show and you're not comic book fanboys, or you're not pretending to be comic book fanboys, I understand why you like this show. I get it. It's a Sopranos ripoff, and it's a half decent one. It's got problems, and okay, this video is going to be kind of in 2 parts. The first part is me establishing how all of the fake fanboys who actually love this show are fake fanboys, and how all of the fake fanboys who love this show are hypocritical bullshit artists. Once I get that out of my system, then I'll start talking about the brain dead stupid of this episode, of this show, of episode 1. So the first part has nothing to do with all of you non-comic book fanboys who love this show. So if you want to stick around to find out all the brain dead stupid of this show, I'll eventually get to it, but I wouldn't recommend it because if you love this show, why would you want me to ruin it for you? But, do what you want. So let's talk about all of you fake fanboys who love this show and how you're fake fanboys because of it. I'm watching the episode, and a weird thing happened that I didn't expect. I'm watching the show, and I'm going, you know what? I have absolutely no expectation of Colin Farrell's character ever actually portraying the comic book character he's based off of. Okay, here's the other thing. I'm not gonna be calling the main character of the Penguin TV show the Penguin, because you know what? It's not the Penguin. It's not. If this show was about some character if Colin Farrell was playing a character named John Smith, who was a mid-level gangster in the Falcone family, and the show was about John Smith, I'd be fine. I wouldn't have a problem. There'd be no issue. Here's the thing. This show isn't based off of some NPC character named John Smith, who's a mid-level gangster in the Falcone family. It's not even Oswald Cobblepot. Like, this show is doing the opposite of trying to be faithful to the source material. It's actually distancing itself from the source material because he's called Oscob. This show won't even, for all of you fake comic book fanboys who are loving this show and going, oh, why can't comic book TV shows be more faithful to the source material? You actually have a comic book TV show where the TV show won't even use the character's name that it's based off of. He's not called the Penguin, and he's not even called Oswald Cobblepot. And all of you fake fanboys are going, yeah, it's no problem. Wait a minute, am I supposed to care? Wait a minute. As a fake fanboy, am I supposed to care that a comic book based TV show doesn't even use the actual name of the comic book character that the TV show was based off of? Well, no, because you know why? You're fake fanboys who are hypocritical bullshit artists who don't give a rat's ass about a comic book TV show being faithful to its comic book material. So again, I can't call him the Penguin because he's not the Penguin, and I can't call him Oswald Cobblepot because he's not Oswald Cobblepot. And I'm not calling him Ozcobb because who the hell is Ozcobb? So unfortunately, I'm going to have to refer to him as the character that Colin Farrell is portraying. Now, I understand it's just the first episode. And I get it. Eventually, in a couple of episodes or in the next season, he might eventually, have like trick umbrellas or whatever. And I hope I'm wrong. I actually hope I'm wrong. But here's the thing. It doesn't even matter if I'm wrong. Because you guys, you fake fanboys, you're already locked in. You already like the character Colin Farrell is portraying. If the character Colin Farrell is portraying never uses trick umbrellas or never wears, a penguin suit, which is the old-fashioned name for a tuxedo, if Colin Farrell's character never does that, all of you fake fanboys couldn't care less. It wouldn't bother you because you're already locked in to the fake penguin that this show is based off of. Because here's the other thing. For all of you fake fanboys, your only association and knowledge of the Penguin character is the Batman movie with Pattinson. Because it's not like any of you fake fanboys have ever read a comic book involving the Penguin because you don't read comic books. So you don't have any association to the comic book character that Colin Farrell's character is portraying. Your association isn't based off of comic books. It's based off of a movie. And because of this, I can't help but compare this show with the Daredevil TV show. Because here's the thing about the Daredevil TV show. When those of us who are fans of the show watched it, there was an expectation and a necessity of the show to have Charlie Cox's character, Matt Murdock. Matt Murdock in the Daredevil TV show, there was a goddamn expectation that Matt Murdock was eventually going to put on that red Daredevil the red Daredevil suit on. Now, granted, he didn't wear it in the first season. We only got that teaser, and he ended up wearing it fully in the second season. But here's the thing. We tuned in every episode hoping that was the episode that Matt Murdock was going to get the Daredevil suit. Every episode we tuned into, we were going, hopefully he'll at least talk about the red suit. At least talk about it, mention it, something. Here's the thing with the Penguin TV show. None of you care if he ever has trick umbrellas. None of you fake fanboys who love this show are tuning in every episode. You're not tuning into the second episode and going, gee, I hope he has the trick umbrellas this episode. You're not going to the third episode, the fourth episode. You don't care. You have no expectation or desire or interest in the Penguin, in Colin Farrell's character, ever having the trick umbrellas. That's the point. That's what makes all of you fake fanboys loving this show such hypocritical bullshit artists and the fake fanboys that you are. Because here's the other thing. You all are going, why can't comic book TV shows be faithful to the source material? Which is one of the reasons you all had a hissy fit over the She-Hulk TV show, right? Because you're going, Why can't the She-Hulk TV show just be faithful to the source material? Because apparently so many of you fake fanboys actually read Savage She-Hulk issue 1 and knew what Jennifer Walters' actual origin was and how she got the transfusion of the Hulk blood and how she was involved with the mafia, the mob, right? And you were all upset at the She-Hulk TV show for going, why couldn't they just be comic book accurate? Except what? So where's your complaints to the Penguin TV show for not even being comic book accurate with the character's goddamn name? This is what I mean by you fake fanboys are hypocritical bullshit artists. You guys had a hissy fit over the She-Hulk twerking because you're going, oh my God, I can't believe how disrespectful this show was to the She-Hulk character because she would never twerk in the comic books. And I'm not going, how the hell would any of you know, since none of you have ever read a She-Hulk comic book in your life anyway? But apparently you're experts on the She-Hulk. Well, guess what, numbnuts? In this episode, his mother's alive. The character Colin Farrell's portraying, his mother's alive in the show. She's dead in the comics. Sophia's the one that kills her brother Alberto, not the Penguin. So I guess I can expect all of you fake fanboys who are comic aficionados and care so much about how comic book TV shows aren't faithful to his comic book material. I can expect all of these videos, you pointing out how this show is not faithful to its comic book origins. No, it's not going to happen. You know why? Because you're fake fanboys who are hypocritical bullshit artists who don't give a rat's ass if a comic book TV show is faithful to the source material or not, unless you don't like the TV show and you use it as an excuse to pretend that you're actually gatekeeping on something you don't know anything about. And this Penguin TV show is great, and which is why I love it, because it helps establish that all of you fake fanboys are fake fanboys and full of shit. Your complaints about, comic book TV shows not being faithful to the source material mean shit. They don't mean anything. You're all liars. You're all fake. You're all full of shit. And again, somebody needs to explain it to you because ain't nobody else going to do it. So I have to. The other thing I noticed as I'm watching the show is I'm going, wait a minute, am I supposed to be sympathetic to Colin Farrell's character? Like, am I supposed to be sympathetic to the bad guy, to the villain? And I'm going, here's the thing. All of you fake comic book fanboys, all of you fake fanboys who are loving this show, you're the same bullshit artists who kept going, why can we stop having the sympathetic villain? Can't we just, you fake fanboys who love this episode and who are loving this show as it is so far, are the same hypocritical bullshit artists who kept complaining, we've had enough of sympathetic supervillains. Can we stop having sympathetic supervillains? The Penguin TV show hands you yet another sympathetic supervillain, and what did all you fake comic book fanboys do? Go, oh my God, I love this. This is great. Oh, I love this sympathetic villain. Like, do you understand why? You need to understand why your opinions and viewpoints and thoughts on comic book related stuff means shit. It means nothing because you can't even keep your story straight from TV show to TV show. You can't. Anyway, got that out of my system. I'm good. There's probably other examples I could use to establish how full of shit all you fake fanboys are, but I think you get the point if you actually lasted this long. But got that out of the way. Let's talk about the brain dead stupid of the actual episode. Now, in the show's defense, it was pretty good. I had very little problem for the majority of the episode. Up until the end of the episode, where it totally fell apart. Because at the end, you have Colin Farrell's character and his henchman. And again, I have no problem with the henchman. I like the idea, it's cute. They have a plan, and the plan is that the kid is going to take Alberto's body, shove it in the trunk of the car, and, smash it into the mansion, into the property of the Falcone family. And I'm looking at and you see them open up the trunk, and I see the body of Alberto Falcone, and I'm going, what? Why is it? Let me see if I get this straight. Colin Farrell's character kills Alberto Falcone, shoves his body, brings it to a junkyard, shoves the body into the trunk of a random car, and left it there? I figured that he put the car in the compactor to, I don't know, destroy the evidence so that they would never even find the body. No, that would make sense. The show had Colin Farrell's character dump the body in a random trunk of a car, and then left it there as if it was okay. Well, what was the point? What was the point of bringing it to the junkyard in the first place? To eventually be found anyway? Then leave him in the. If that was the case, leave the body in the abandoned club. But no, they couldn't. They didn't want to have Colin Farrell's character get rid of. This show made Colin Farrell's character such a moron, because the show goes, we need the body for the end of the episode because that's what's going to trigger the gang war. So we can't actually have Colin Farrell's character dispose of the body as what was Colin Farrell's character's plan? To then shoot the kid and then dump him in the body too and then walk away? This is, they had to make Colin Farrell's character do something incredibly stupid and moronic so that they could have the plot of the goddamn show. Then we see, then we have the idea of the car, the brick on the car and, smashing it into the property of the Falcone mansion. And I'm going, why did he need his henchmen to do that? He could have just done that himself. After they have that little, secret meeting about, stay by your phone or whatever, you have Colin Farrell's character just driving around until he's captured by the Falcone family. And it's like, well, why did you even bother driving around? Just you already established the plan with your henchmen. Well, then it doesn't matter if Colin Farrell's character was captured or not. It's irrelevant. Because the whole point is showing the dead body, showing the ring finger being cut off, having that spray paint payback, I believe it was, to establish that there's now going to be a gang war between, Sal, I can't remember, Sal, the guy from the prison, and, the Falcone family. So why couldn't, Colin Farrell's character just do that after they had established the plan? Well, no, because then you couldn't have the dramatic scene that the show wanted to have and actually forced itself to have so that you could have that scene. There was no reason for it. It made no sense. Now, again, there's not a ton of stupid in this show. Again, it only happened near the end of the episode. But as soon as I saw that, I'm going, oh, okay, so it's just another brain dead, comic book TV show where they don't care if anything makes sense. I had high hopes in the first hour of the show, but yeah, at the end, it was like, yeah, okay. Thanks for letting me know you're written by, fifth graders. Anyway, that's my thoughts and reaction to episode 1 of the Penguin TV show. I know it's not the jerk fest that you're all probably used to and you're probably going to expect, if you go on YouTube and check out any of the reviews, but somebody needs to explain that there's problems with this show, and someone needs to explain how all you fake fanboys are, as I said, fake fanboys and hypocritical bullshit artists. Because again, the whole point of my videos isn't to praise the goddamn thing. My whole point of my videos is to call out all you idiots and to basically call out the show. But again, other than I want to give this show credit because I don't hate this show as much as I hate so many other, TV shows. Other than those 2 issues at the end, which were incredibly forced and pretty much tainted, the show for me and my expectations of any type of good TV writing in the future. But hopefully I'll be wrong and it'll get better, but I'm not counting on it. I'm not counting on this show getting any better as much as I'm counting on Colin Farrell's character actually portraying the comic book character he's based off of. Anyway, that's it for me. I'm good. I'm done. I'm out of here. See ya.